Dearie me, it's gonna happen. As you guys can see, it is the luimarco's Mr. Olympia competition. As you know, the title holder is none other than Arlindo, my favorite oily on a daily. I mean, sinfully. However, this year though, the competition is rather steep. They're coming at him with all forces. I mean, with oil forces. To the right, you have Mr. Godzilla. His wife is nice, bro. On the other side, you have his countrymen. They told me, bro, you can become anything. I became a cloud. He became a cloud. Sure enough, you have Mr. TTs, baby, please, on a daily basis. Those are double D's, better respect that. From Iraq, you get Mr. A. Simawi, bruh. He stole all the oil from Saddam Hussein. Not only he is an ecological disaster, he's also an economical catastrophe on a daily. Because of him, the US will invade Iraq quite soon to recuperate, sure enough, all the oil available in this human male specimen. You get also from Misr, right? From Egypt. This guy, he lives in the US. He said that he basically eats, bruh, 10 kilograms of meat on a daily. Or as we say in Egyptian, أنا برضو شخص طبيعي يا ولا. أنا بأكل 10 كيلوغرام لحم يوميا. كله طبيعي. نعم كله طبيعي. يعني غاز طبيعي مميع. You got this guy here. Man, this guy, bro, what the hell are you doing here, bro? You're like the equivalent of physique of synthol. You have nothing to do with synthol bodybuilding, bro. You're freaking Jeff Saeed of synthol. Get the hell out of there. I mean, your gains are not loyal. I mean, your gains are oil, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You don't belong into the IFBP oil spill yet. I don't salute you. Get the hell out of here. Anyway, this was the synthol. Now let's get down to vitamin S people. This video is about the very iconic pictures of bodybuilding. They come from the very best bodybuilders of yesteryear until today. If you do not know these photo shots, you don't even lift. First in line, Sergio Oliva. This type of crucifix upward pose is a sight to be contemplated. He mastered it and he dominated the 60s, baby, please. It was a sight to be seen. And then he saluted the acquisition of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was big in off-season, to be saluted. You know this freaking picture. It was one of the humongous pictures of back in the 60s. He was just big. And then Arnold came in. Arnold was not alone though. That was Arnold here. That was Franco Columbu. But that was this guy here from France, Serge Oliva. First guy who's bringing those aesthetic with big bellies, baby, please. He was out to be saluted. Bro, I don't know these pictures. You don't know these pictures? You don't even lift, bro. These pictures are absolutely iconic. You guys know them. I mean, his bellies were for days out to be saluted. Too much. I mean, he lived until 73. May he rest in peace. He was an absolute sight. An iconic, underrated bodybuilder of yesteryear. Look at him. Just flows well, bro. You can see him here again next to the big Sergio Oliva, but all of a sudden this male human being Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Australian oak, commenced to acquire some serious gains. He became a threat to the reign of Sergio Oliva. I mean, he started young next to Serge Oliva. Both of them did not even lift. They were like freaking physique guys, bro. But then they started to grow and started to grow some more. And then boom, balls to the walls. The governor came into place to reign. He became Mr. Olympia year after year on the first 70s, bro. Dominated that sport tremendously. You guys probably forgot about this picture. That was a dude who passed away, may he rest in peace, called Ziz. Don't get me wrong, I mean, he's not on the same level when it comes to muscularity, but he used to do this kind of exact pose with the exact look in the mirror. Guess what? He learned it from Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what's up. Look at them biceps C's, baby, please. But bro, Arnold has no legs. Let's not forget that, right? LOL. Really? Damn you, all day and daily. He has some tremendous legs, bro. He was dominating the sport from bottom to up back in the day. Better salute that, bruh. And that's what's up. Look, Franco Columbu was miring all day and daily. This chest is an absolute sight to be contemplated until today. And that's what's up. And then Zane came in. This guy was the epitome of aesthetic. If you don't know this vacuum pose, you don't even live. With all the RESPCT, bro. You must know this guy. This guy never reached 200 pounds. He was always around 180, 190. However, he was an absolute sight to be seen. You know this picture, bro. You know this picture. I know that you know it. Let's proceed then. Okay. Lebanese, baby, please. Samir Benwood. 1983 Mr. Olympia champion. He was a sight to be contemplated. Known for those crucifix amazing poses. However, he was known for the freaking first real most amazing Christmas tree on a daily. You can see it there. It was not the only sight. Look at that back double biceps. It was an absolute masterpiece. He also had this significant iconic picture, probably one of the most diced to the socks out of the box triceps, baby, please. Freaking horseshoe all day and daily. It was a sight to be seen. But then he was joined by Mr. Haney. Haney changed the game. He became Mr. Back. And since then, since 1984 until today, the domination of Mr. Olympia is via the back. The back makes you or break you. He took 8 Mr. Olympia thanks to this huge, humongous back. Several guys tried. Lebrada tried unsuccessfully. Muhammad Al-Makawi tried unsuccessfully. Pause a second. Admire the diced to the socks out of the box status of Haney in this year. Now granted, he was not on every year, but this year he brought some crazy, as we say in Latino, shreds. Basically, look at that. It is a sight, feathers, and striations for days, from bottom to up. It is to be saluted. However, Muhammad Al-Makawi failed. Gary Stridham. This guy, if I do recall, competed versus the daddy of Boston Lloyd, Mr. 3cc on a daily, right? Gary Stridham failed against Haney. As you guys can read, Haney shows Stridham the meaning of winged victory, bruh. Gary Stridham was good, but again, he failed. This guy here, Richard Gaspari, he was a sight to be seen, and he failed. Again, Richard Gaspari, he failed. However, I grant him something. Gaspari was pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, the very first guy to bring some dice to the socks, glutes to the IFBB. He was the very first one. This is Beret Demaio, and I'm sorry for the blurred pictures. They're not that available. You can see him here. He also tried, and he failed, and then he get injured. But let's get back to the other guy here. This guy who is basically going up. Richard Gaspari. He is next to Samir Benwood, the Lebanese lion, and Bob Paris. We'll come back to Bob Paris, but let's stick with Richard Gaspari. Can you say that's to the socks out of the box? Very first iconic picture of a dude this condition of the 80s, baby, please. Look at the glutes. Be my guest. Go ahead and Google whatever you wish. Probably, admittedly, arguably, this is the very first dice to the socks glutes picture of the IFBB. People were hiding their glutes back then. He dared to show them. So this is an iconic picture to be remembered. Let's go back to Bob Paris, as I mentioned. This guy, the symbol of aestheticism in the 80s, baby, please, highly underrated. Some say because of his sexual orientation. I do agree. So Haney dominated the sport of the 80s, baby, please, until this Brit, namely Dorian Yates Kim in 1990. And you know what? He should have won here. But then again, you guys know the part, because he was superior and he came from the back. You want some back, bro? Let me give you some freaking lat spread all day and daily. And then he became big, 1993, and those are very iconic picture of the 1993. You can go to YouTube right now and type in Dorian Yates 1993 shoots. It was an iconic shoot. He just mesmerized everybody. About 6 weeks prior to Mr. Olympia, every other competitor was pretty much the breast. We cannot beat this guy. Sure enough, he dominated, right? He was a symbol until today, actually. When somebody does a front lat spread in this fashion, they say, bro, that lat spread is Dorian-esque, meaning it resembles that of Dorian. You guys remember when I told that Dorian had one of the craziest, if not the biggest traps ever? A lot of people think about the upper part of the trap, like this one here. However, the trap muscle goes downward, the middle part. In Dorian Yates, it is absolutely the thickest. That's why in my book, his traps are probably the biggest ever, even next to Big Ron, bro. Right? But then again, 1993, and it's still me. Me on a daily flex. What have you done back then? This was the Arnold Classic. There are several pictures, guys, because this guy is exceptional. We're talking about something premium. Not only premium, but exceptional like we never saw until today. Flex does not exist. Flex is unique. Right? Probably arguably one of the best bodybuilder who wear trunk on an IFBB stage ever. He won the 1993 Arnold Classic and that version. Dearie me. I mean, look at the bellies. Bellies for days, bro. Those are bellies, baby, please. Unparalleled until today with aesthetics, bro. I mean, look at that. Just beauty. Flows well. He made a video lately with Mike Rashid. He's well in his deep 40s, bro, and he still have those freaking double biceps, bro, and those bellies for days, even at his age. It shows that the premium genetic that this guy was gifted with was an absolute exceptional abnormality in humanity, because it never happened again, right? Some people come close but never match this beautiful body. Unfortunately, it was during the reign and the best version of Dorian Yates, right? He smoked Lee Labrada. Labrada retired shortly after. He know he can do nothing versus the likes of this new guy, Flex Wheeler. And Ray was also depressed. He came second though in Mr. Olympia, but that version, there are two versions, 92 and 93. You can see him here. He was compared to Serge Nubret. He took that package and made it even better. Look at the back, and this is the version of him actually in 92, the year before, and he was also bellies and, you know, just for days. I mean, wow. I mean, just wow. Too many pictures. That was also Kevin the Cat Lavroni. This Maryland machine had this poses lockdown. He can put basically a stamp on him, a patent. They called them Kevin Lavroni. He saturated this most muscular pose to the fullest. Bro, we're closed. Business is closed. It's a freaking lockdown. We got it on a freaking lockdown. Look at that. I mean, there's no freaking void. No space whatsoever. One of the most fullest, most muscular pose ever. Chris Cormier, when he was next to me, was saying, bro, when Kevin was doing that pose, everything was coming at you with 3D. Look at it. The very first epitome of just amazing. Too big. That was not a guy in his era though. May he rest in peace. Nasser El Somebody. This guy though, who was the reincarnation of the very epitome, significance of granite tea on a day. The freaking granite hard look. Unapologetically, bro. You guys loved him. You're freaking big orexia guy. Your freaking Adonis complex. Love these guys. You saluted him. He was more famous than Dorian Yates. When he came on stage, it was Nasser. You loved this guy. You basically ushered the advent of the very dinosaur era, and it reigned supreme for years, bruh. May he rest in peace. Ronnie Coleman had to understand that, and he did. Understood it. 1998. He brought a big version of himself. to dominate this freaking discipline for freaking 8 years, bro. And he was, boo, lightweight, baby, and nothing but peanuts. 2003. The version of 2003 of Big Ron kills everybody, any day of the week, any year. Bring him in any stage of Mr. Olympia, he will smoke freaking everybody. This is not to be killed. It's untouchable, right? People talk about his back. Bro, talk about the glutes. Bro, talk about the freaking hamstrings. Bro, I mean, the dude is an absolute massive. We talk about the chest. Go back in history. Google. Freaking Yahoo. Go back to Alta Vista, for God's sake, if you do recall what Alta Vista is, bro. Go to Netscape and try to find a better side chest than freaking this one. Be my guest. I mean, Dorian Yates. Next to him is like a freaking physique guy, bro. Do I even Jeff Saeed, bro? For real. I mean, look at that. People forget about this. They think about his wheels, about his back. Dude was a masterpiece everywhere except his midsection. He was blessed with only a 4-pack. Aside from that, he killed everybody. This dude, though, had also an erection in his biceps. Recall this guy? Albicles, baby, please. Albicles is the very significance of the peakiest back of humanity since Adam and Eve until you were born in a freaking daddy's testes, baby, please, bro. Look at that. This is not Photoshop, by the way. I posted this picture actually by mistake on one of my videos, and it was a thumbnail. Guess what? Millions and millions of people saw it, right? This is a biceps erection. Go back to your mama today and tell her, Ma, I admired a male biceps erection today, Ma. That's what's up. This guy had an erection too, right? Those are honorable mentions, by the way, since Albert Buckley's. Second honorable mention is this guy, Boyer Cole. Heart-shaped bicepses, baby, please. He also had this distinctive split on his bicep, a sight rare to be seen until today. This guy has a split, but in the chest. Franco Columbu, Sardinian giant killer, to be saluted by the LU, bruh. This guy was a Briton. Do you notice something abnormal? Yes! Yes! His waist, bro. Do you even waist? Not even once. Probably the craziest waist to shoulder ratios until today. Photoshop, bro. Not even once, damn you. You don't know Brian Buchanan? Not to be saluted by the LUI. Another honorable mention from La France. Francis Benfato. 170 pounds, bro. 170 and that's it. He brought back the aestheticism right in the 90s. Look at that. He was to be saluted. Definitely iconic in my book. Another French-Algerian guy, Momo Benaziza. Dude was boxing versus Dorian Yates from the back. And he won versus Dorian Yates from the back in the Night of Champion. Arguably, the very first guy to do the front double biceps while displaying midsection. He was pretty much, you can say, one of the very first freak monsters. He was a giant killer of his own. May he rest in peace. Another honorable mention. May he also rest in peace. This guy was nicknamed Quadzilla. Why? Because he has some humongous quads. Mr. Paul Demaio. He died at 32. However, the LUI remembers Paul Demaio not only for the legs, but for the triceps, baby, please. Look at that freaking triceps. It was an absolute sight to be saluted. Another honorable mention from Scandinavia. His name is Marco. Photoshop, bro. Damn you. 3cc, bro. Damn you. Synthol, bro. Not even once. This is a natural biceps. His biceps was just humongous to be saluted. Another honorable mention from Turkey. Hamdullah Aykutlu. Dives to the socks, out of the box, glutes on it daily. Look at him. In the 90s, baby, please. A sight to be saluted. Another honorable mention. A German guy. May he rest in peace, Andreas, Mr. Shreds, Monzel. Another honorable mention from Germany again, Marcus Rule. You guys love this guy. When he was coming, I mean, he was more popular than freaking Ronnie Coleman. You guys love freaks. You have to confess. You made this discipline a freaky on a daily. That's why you guys salute Big Ramy all day and daily. And that's what's up. It has to be an honorable mention. This is a sight to be seen. This was taken in Mr. Olympia. This picture was taken between Kai Green here, if I'm not mistaken. He was to the left. And to the right, there was the current Mr. Olympia. And Jay Cutler smoked the hell out of them. And this picture became iconic. Cover. Magazine of the cover on it daily. It is to be saluted. He has to be there. There was this guy who has tremendous legs as well. He has to be here. Mr. Tom Platz. It was very iconic. The very first biggest legs of the 80s, baby, please. To be saluted. Definitely he needs to be here. There was another guy next to him though. From down under. The land of the koalas and the kangaroos. Mr. Lee Priest. That was a giant killer. I mean, this guy, what he have done is absolute amazing. Very well underrated. He must be here. And that's what's up. There's another guy who must be here as well. He just won the Orlando Classic. Mr. Orlando. Bro, oily on a daily. These games are oil. Promoted by Exxon Mobil, BP Oil Spill, and Valvoline. Don't forget to like the video if you agree on a daily. Bro.